We are concerned that the President of the United States is so unstable, is so volatile, has a decision-making process that is so quixotic that he might order a nuclear weapons strike that is wildly out of step with U.S. national security interests. And so let's just recognize the exceptional nature of this moment and the discussion that we're having today. I want to maybe pin together some of the questions that have been asked here in a little bit more pointed form. We've been talking about the ways in the reasons that an individual in the chain of command may decide to refrain from carrying out a particular order because of its illegality. And I think Senator Young raised some very good concerns around the difficulty of evaluating whether a particular order is necessary or proportional. But let me just ask a simple question. Is one of the questions that is asked in determining whether an order is legal is whether or not there is a declaration of war that allows for that military action to take place? Would there have to be an independent legal determination made by those in the chain of command that there was an operational declaration of war in the absence of an attack or an imminent threat?
Senator, you're looking at me. Are you asking me?
Sure.
Great. So the authority to use force and whether or not there's a declaration of war comes back to context here. At least from my perspective, I always viewed the use of nuclear weapons as fitting in with our declaratory policy, which is that we would be in extreme circumstances. And it was described pretty well. It was described in the last nuclear posture review. But subsequent to that, it was described in other various ways by the United States, various administrations over time, that we would be in some kind of extraordinary or extreme circumstances. And we would be dealing with national interests that are at stake here. I can't go back and recite authority that's been granted in the past to respond with nuclear weapons, but my belief, and I could be wrong here, was that this issue of strategic and tactical warning had been addressed in prior epochs, and that we were not on shaky legal ground if we were talking about response to strategic or tactical warning.